Hi there, and welcome back to Weird Soda for Life. Today it's peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. Where you at? Where you at? You get it. Anyway, welcome back. Today we are, in fact, trying Lester's peanut butter and jelly soda. I know Lester has burned us before, but I think maybe this might actually turn out okay. A lot of the times as we've tried his weird food soda concoctions. It's been for foods that aren't necessarily sweet on their own, and then we have them be sweet, like black olives. Ugh. Anyway, but peanut butter and jelly is known to be sweet, so I'm kind of hoping that maybe this will balance out this time. We'll find out, I guess. But with that, has anybody ever thought about the history of PB&J? I know I hadn't. I know I just like to eat them. Creamy forever. Sorry, y'all. But I kind of did a little digging, as you know I do, and I learned a whole lot about peanut butter and jelly. First things first, did you know the Incas and the Aztecs had their own version of peanut butter? Essentially, they kind of just ground roasted peanuts into a paste. I must imagine that sacrificing a lot of people to your angry sun god must make you a little hungry for a little snacky. So you get a little murdery, a little snacky, and then we're all back to normal, and then we go down for nap. Uh, but modern peanut butter, as we think about it, actually belongs with John Harvey Kellogg. He um, he actually patented PB&J. I was gonna say peanut butter. He patented peanut butter for his sanitarium for people who didn't have teeth. um, Thanks to he was looking into health things, and of course, around the same time, George Washington Carver's out here hyping up the peanut, talking about all of its many uses, how healthy it is, what a great source of protein or things it is, hyping up the peanut butter or the peanuts. And so John Harvey is like, you know what? Gotta get in on this. Let's grind this into a paste and give it to toothless people. Um, and while this sounds great, yes, John Harvey Kellogg is also the cereal guy. He was also a huge fan of segregation and eugenics. So I guess thanks for the breakfast, thanks for the lunch. Don't come for dinner, and maybe don't come at all. Uh, but that kind of gets us to modern day peanut butter. So sorry. Uh, but what about jelly, right? Jelly is jelly's just been around. Jelly fruit preserves, right? Because that's kind of what we're actually talking about is fruit preserves. Fruit preserves have been around like forever, since time began, really, and since we started cultivating and growing fruit. Um, but it wasn't until, at least in America, until the mid to late 1800s where jelly really took off as well. And of course, the question is why? Because we obviously knew how to preserve fruit. But the truth of the matter is we did, but it was so time consuming that sometimes we just didn't want to. um, uh, until the late 1800s, preserving fruit kind of consist. You had to try to find honey, which is sweet in its own right. You had to try to like dry out the fruit, which again, who wants chewy fruit preserves? Or you kind of had to try to ferment it. And I love me a boozy fruit, especially in some whiskey, but like accidentally preserving, or I guess making fermenting fruit. Oh, no thanks. Um, but like I was gonna say, inventions. That's the word I'm looking for. Inventions, developments in canning processes, thanks to, well, frankly, the British Empire having to travel all over the world, and also the Industrial Revolution creating more easier ways to create cans and jars and lids. So I guess again, shout out to the British. Uh, but all the things combined made creating fruit preserves so much easier. And so they really skyrocketed. And so we got the PB, we got the J. How did they get together? And the answer is nobody really knows exactly, but by the early 20th century, they were hanging out together in the club. Yeah, I wish I could be a little more exact about that. There really isn't a lot of detail, but we do know by the early 1920s-ish, we see peanut butter and jelly as a common meal. Um, But again, where it really found its like standing really was during World War II. Um, it's sweet, packs a lot of protein, easy to transport, easy to carry, easy to make, right? And easy to have the supplies with you. So World War II is actually where peanut butter and jelly really kind of takes off in the American like psyche, right? And of course, because the GIs bring PB&J home and then they share it with their kids. And next thing you know, it's a quintessential American lunch that's very easy to make. So I guess the next time you eat a PB&J, you can thank the Aztecs, the Incas, John Harvey Kellogg, George Washington Carver, the British Empire, and if you are um, eating Jif, I guess you can thank choosy moms too. With that, let's see what we've got with the PB&J. Holding it up here, I mean, this does look appetizing. I will say this is probably one of the more cheerful sodas we've drank in a while. And the PB&J sandwich on the thing looks great. Um, I'm not, I was gonna say I'm not quite sure how I feel about the color scheme on this bottle, but like actually it really kind of works. Like I don't know if I would have normally paired yellow, red, and brown together, but like, it's doing something. Um, with that, and then also I'm looking at the color on here. I do wonder what kind of jelly we might discover. Is it going to be, I mean, the thing on here is grape, but with this color, it could be strawberry. With that, let's see what we're up to. Oh, yeah, twist top. I can't really smell much of a difference, and I don't seem to have a glass here, so give me a second, and I'm going to go get a glass and see if I can pour it and see if I can, like, get a scent somewhere. So please hold. Okay, we're back. And I have my trusty glass. Shout out to Steph. All right, let's see if we can't get a better scent out of that. All right. Well, I can't say that it's a better scent, but it is a scent, and what it smells like is weirdly, I kind of want to say, yeah, it kind of smells like a glazed donut. um, I don't know what that means for us as we are about to try this, but it smells like a cold Krispy Kreme donut. So if you know that exact smell, you're with me on this. And with that, bottoms up. Huh. That kind of tastes like a donut. I don't know what to say about that. Okay, so what I think it might actually taste, it just tastes like glazed bread, guys. I don't know. That's weird. Which is why the channel exists, right? Um, but yeah, there's the hint of something sort of nutty in it, right? But I wouldn't say it's peanut buttery specifically. And it's sweet, and it's mostly nondescript sweet, but somehow it's as if it's as if the maker of this decided that a piece of white bread was not enough. They had to dip it in a glaze. Like it that's what it tastes like. I don't think this tastes like peanut butter and jelly. I can't say that it's bad. I can't say that it's good. Um, but yeah. Yeah, it's real weird. So I guess this is the first soda in a long time where I'm just like, huh, huh. Um, I guess sitting here is thinking about the aftertaste. I guess you could say there's a little bit of peanut butter in the aftertaste. Um, but yeah, I think if you're looking at this for the experience of drinking a soda that tastes like peanut butter and jelly, I don't know if there's anybody that does it better because I don't know if there's anybody else that does it. But this doesn't really taste to me like peanut butter and jelly. It really, I keep coming back. It just tastes like a glazed donut. Um, so to that end, taste alone, not bad. I probably again wouldn't drink it. It does taste like my teeth are rotting in my mouth right now. Um, but it's not terrible. I don't know. My barriers are so low, guys, now. I don't know. My standards are out of whack. Don't get this. But at least don't get it because it tastes bad. Don't get it because it doesn't taste like a PB&J. You've lied to me again. You had such a low bar. Anyway, well, this has soured my mood, which feels a little bit appropriate because next week I said in honor of tax season, but why not? We're gonna try Sourpuss Soda's fruit punch. Why not? Like I have the soda, uh, might as well try it, right? We'll see if it's actually really, really sour, if it's gonna disappoint me like some of the other sour sodas. Until next week, or I guess until next time, drink weird and I don't know why I keep doing this to myself with the Lester's Fixins brand. I just keep hoping that something will change. And you know what they say about that? If you try the same thing over and over expecting different results, that's insanity. So, see you next time.